Hello, so today I'm going to show you how to make Korean kimchi, which is the most fantastic fermented savoury pickle. And you can use this to add your beneficial bacteria boosting bugs to just about any savoury dish like rice or the hot potatoes or anything really. It's a fantastic kitchen staple, and once you've made it you will not want to be without it. So to start with, you need to get some cabbage, and you need to start work on this the night before. So last night I chopped this all up and I soaked it in some brine. So that's really salty water for a couple of hours, and what that does is it infuses the salt into the cabbage. Then I took it out of the salty water and I dried it, and I've left it to dry overnight. So now I've got my lovely salt infused cabbage all chopped up here and ready to add to the pickle. So to start, I'm going to take all the other ingredients. So I've got some chopped up spring onions, and I've got some really nice fresh chopped up bits of apple. I'm going to use plenty of garlic because that is something that our beneficial bacteria just love to feast on. I've got some chopped up fresh grated ginger. I'm actually going to use quite a lot of this because this fresh ginger gives a really delicious tang to your kimchi. And then to spice it up a bit, I've got some hot pepper sauce. So I'll use probably about 2 generous teaspoons of that, and then some extra sprinkling of chili flakes. So what you need to do is you need to mix all these pickle ingredients together just so that everything is coated really well, and then you can start adding the cabbage. So don't forget, this isn't any old cabbage. This is cabbage that you have soaked and infused in salt, and what that does is it releases the liquid, because you really need to get all that juicy liquid out of the cabbage to create the base for the pickle. So to do that, you need to take something really heavy. I'm using a marble rolling pin, or you could use a pestle if you've got a pestle and mortar, and you need to pound it. So it's a good stress buster actually, making your kimchi. And as you pound it, you release the liquid, and that's going to give you the fermentation liquor that is going to create this amazing tangy pickle. So as you go, you just need to add more and more bits of cabbage and keep bashing away at it until it's all merged together. So once all these flavours have mingled together, you then need to pack it into a kilner jar. Now this is just a regular glass kilner jar. Make sure it's really clean. You can just run it through the dishwasher, or you can just put some boiling water in here just to kill off any of the bad bugs before you start boosting up your good ones. And I'm going to pack this into the jar, and as you put the ingredients in, it's actually a really good idea just to take the rolling pin or the pestle and just give it a bash down, because you really want to try and get this as tightly packed in as you possibly can, so you really do get all these flavours working together. Now you don't want to fill it right to the top, because you want to leave a little bit of room for the fermentation process, and you'll find that after a few days it starts to bubble away. And there's no real set rule as to how long you need to leave this for. If the weather's quite warm, or you're leaving it in a warm place, then it'll probably take 3 or 4 days before it's ready. If you are keeping it in the fridge or somewhere cool, or maybe you're making it in the winter time, then it might take 6 or 7 days or even longer. And you know it's done when you taste it, and it just has that really unusual, slightly tangy, slightly sour taste. And then once it is ready, you can keep it in a cool, dry place for up to 12 months. It really is one of those things that lasts a nice long time and becomes a kitchen cupboard staple, as long as you can stop everybody from raiding the jar and finishing it off before you've made some more. So that's absolutely fine there to just seal up, because you do want to have a bit of a gap there. So I'm going to leave that to one side, and then that will be ready in just a few days to take out and enjoy by the spoonful. So if you would like all the ingredients and the full recipe, just head to Liz Our Wellbeing You've got the link below. You'll be able to download and print off the recipe. Make it, take a picture of it, share it. I'd love to see your results too. And don't forget, you can use all different kinds of ingredients, chop and change to make your own delicious Korean kimchi. Enjoy.